Mic on.
Hello, everyone, and good morning. A surprise stream has come upon us. I have not played this game in like 2 months. I haven't done a morning stream in God knows how long. So I figured, you know what? Why not do a morning cup of anime for once and have a little funsies with it. Cat bumped the camera. Go figure. Have a little funsy with it, and why not? Because I have not played this since April, and I've been meaning to do a morning stream here and there, but I just haven't, you know, the energy, the time, too tired, or I get off work too late, or anything like that. And today I actually got off a little early, and I'm actually off tonight, so I figured, you know what? Why not do a morning cup of anime and this used to be a regular thing every Monday morning. Uh, but this time it's not. But I'm gonna also bring this up later tonight. Um, and this good. This applies in general. I'm not a rules person too much, but I want to just bring one into. I did make a update to. Made I made and this applies to the main game. I have made a update to the redeems. For main game redeems, it's pretty much the same thing. Uh, it's just I'm gonna repeat this though later on the actual stream. But I figured it's like thinking because I mean retro redeems. I've had this happen with a few retro redeems that people who have cashed them in just don't ever show up. So, but retro games are usually not a long one. But I figured not always, but they've been a decent. Some of them have been decent long, but the people for those have been participated overall for them. But I do have a rule for it. I mean, I just made some modifications. It's the same rules as before. You pick the next main game. Yay! Rules, of course. This is gonna be it's gonna be 1 to 3 streams more, and if it's enjoyable, it's till the end. The redeem game does require your participation most of the time. It's your points. I'd like you to be here for it. You've lurked or hung or chat, etc., to gain that many points. If you cash out on in and you decide not to be there, unless I really love the game, I reserve the right to cancel that redeem and not finish it. So, make sure I understand real life and all that stuff. And if that's the case, then you let me know. Hey, I have a thing. You don't have to go into deets about it. I totally understand that. I get personal, whatever. But if you're just gonna hit a redeem, leave, and go, I was like, it won't last long. Because I'm putting a lot of hours and time into something that's gonna be 30. For something like that, it can be 30 plus hours, etc. That also applies to if you're gonna do the other route, and that's the gifted part. The gifted sub parts. If you're not gonna show up, hey, I'll just drop by. Appreciate the money, but and the support and everything. But if you're just gonna do that and then leave, and then wait until you do another, then you'll get the minimum amount, probably 3 streams, because I'll do that at least for 3 streams. But after the third stream, I mean, 1 stream, yeah, if it's really a garbo game. But if it's actually a good game, then I'll play up to 3 streams. But if you're not going to show participation, then I'm not going to. It's your game. And I do want you there for it. I mean, I do. And that goes the same thing to apply. I mean, and of course, retro games that are 25 hours average time plus can be picked for this. So if you pick a retro game for a main game redeem and it's 24 hours, same rules apply. All right. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into and I'll repeat this down again down the road. And if you have any questions, you let me know in the chat. Voice your concerns and all that, and that whatnot. At first, I thought MM was MM. I mean, doesn't the 8-bit Mega Man give that away? Doesn't it like pick an yeah? Doesn't the Mega Man icon not give that away? Oh, give the away Mega Man. I read the text. Oh, the icon, the cute blue bomber doesn't show off enough. Yeah, I can't put Mega Man. It runs out of characters. Dang Twitch for that. But yeah, it's pick a Mega Man Maker level. Whether I've had one person pick that, and what was it 1001 games per day? He said pick a random level. I'm like, okay. I picked random level. It took less than 3 minutes to finish. And that's the algorithm in the game. But if you actually, and that includes if you make your own level and you publish it, you want me to play it, I'll do that too. I was hoping, because Mega Man Maker is pretty popular, I was hoping that was actually going to be used more often. But unfortunately, it hasn't really been touched. But I'll keep it up there. Yeah, I don't have, I have Mario Maker 1, but I think a lot of people are talking about Mario Maker 2, and I don't have Mario Maker 2. Let me adjust this volume real quick, because I think Asdivine Heart. No, it's actually, okay, cool. It's not loud. But good morning, Jazz. You're up early, or up late. I'm up late because I just got off work. And I was actually, you know what? Screw it, I got the energy. Why not play this jank awful game for... Well, it's not... I know a lot of Chem Kill games are known to be trash games, and they are. I mean, they pop out so many like rabbits. But I liked Asdivine Hearts 1 and 2. It is mediocre gameplay, but it has a good story. And that's the redeeming quality for this one. So I've already beaten this game. So this is the post-content that you unlock afterwards to get additional ending. So, I'm going to play it till I finish it, and then when I'll do another morning anime game, I don't know. Might be a visual novel. The last two are visual novel games. My God, Steins Gate, that was a 40-hour game. Let me get used to the controls again. Alright, X is start, or X is map. Oh, gee. Wow, I took 2 steps. Well, I guess I'll fight. I took 2 steps and I get into a combat right away. Wow. No problem. No problem. Wasn't trying to pressure me. What makes you think you were pressuring me? You asked, hey, I thought that meant something else. I'm like, no. I just couldn't fit Mega Man Maker level. I could probably put Mega Man Maker. I could do that. That way it's understandable. Well, yeah, if you got a level you want me to play, or if you just want to say, yo, pick a random level. I'll do it right now. Gotta get used to the attacks again on this. Wow, that barely did any damage. How are you doing this morning? Or this evening? Wow, poison does 99999 damage. I'll take it. Most stuff is susceptible to poison anyway, so why not? Thing looks like a weird looking hippo or doggo, poorly drawn doggo from Earthbound. That's what that freaking looks like. I stopped right outside town so for the next part of the story of the game. Like, gee, take 3 steps. Oh, look, an encounter. Nice. Waiting for Exceed Edge to pop in here, possibly. Oh, God, he's playing one of these games. Yeah, I am. I actually like this one because also it has a talking kitty cat that's very sarcastic with a big ass ego. Actually, no. I'll use a sword. Plus, all these ability names are so weird. Like, Stella's so insecure about herself. Are you staring at me? Like, and then magical service. That's like, what is? I mean, hey, the abilities work. I like them, but what funky names? I couldn't see myself playing this on a phone though. Heck, I played Dissidia, Dissidia Opera Armada for the longest time, and like. Some of the endgame battles are like almost 40 minutes long. I'm like, okay, I can't play this anymore. Can this fight end, please? Just hanging out. Just what? That non-twirling animation. Yeah. I guess she's part cheerleader. I don't know. It's a Chemico game. If you're familiar with them, it is, you know, jank in its own way, but if you like a game with a really cute, solid, strong, not cute at times, but solid, strong story, Asdivine Hearts is pretty good. And I will give the story a 10 out of 10. They took their time with the story. It's not like we'll just blah, 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 poof, there you go, there's the story. No, they actually did a good job. Funny, they count this as a boss fight, and I just wrecked the crap out of it. Alright. How do I save again? There you go. And you can save it anytime, too. Oh, we're supposed to be here. Alright. Squish. Gross. What in the... it would have been if they didn't work on a budget. This game's story is good enough. It should have had voiceovers. It's, you know, sad it doesn't. If I could hack the game, I'd get voice actors and actresses to do the voices in this game. I honestly would. What are you yapping about? My foot just sunk into something squishy. That's what. Think your reaction was wonderful, Zach. Could see a million times and never get tired of it. What kind of compliment is that supposed to be? Cat, stop it. Well, forget that. Something's here. I can't see. I can't see and put my foot in it. Really? Where? There's something there, alright. Show yourself, Elucid. Panting with glee. Oh, it's the I love pain fairy. I almost want to call it no, it's not called S&M. Well, I guess it's the S&M fairy. It loves being stepped on and messed with. They're kind of jank. They are. I think the retro ones, the earlier ones, like for Super Nintendo, maybe Sega, like those are actually good games. They're not like popping them out like birth control pills. It's just they're actually pretty good. Lagoon is a mediocre Legend of Zelda clone, but it's a good game. I actually own it on Super Nintendo. I would recommend. Actually, that's one of the few games I actually streamed on here when I first did streaming. That's actually a good game, and there's a few other good SNES and NES titles up there. They actually did Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout, and as much as easy as that game is, it's not a terrible game. It's cute, it's got good music, good control. It's incredibly easy, but it isn't a jank game. If I might ask, what are you doing here? When they start doing the whole mobile phone and PC ports, yeah, they keep popping them out like crazy. Like 8 games a year. It is a little excessive. But I can say one good thing about Kemco, at least they're making games, unlike Konami. Hello. Well, when I saw you all head in the direction of the ruins, I couldn't help myself, so I flew ahead and made myself invisible here. So what do you would step on me? Oh my God. Why would you even do that? Should I say because I enjoy it? Question mark, especially coming from you. Oh baby. You're really starting to freak me out. Considering you're the sole male member of the party, I anticipate I might have a wonderful experience if I got smushed by you. And I was right. See? The writing in this is just so silly. To think I could have had a man stepping forward with the passion to save the world putting this same foot on me. Can't tell you what thrill that was. Oh my God. From now on, how about I call you Zach the Stomper? You are very Master's Fairy. How about not? But oh, I see now. You're playing hard to get, aren't you? You're insane. I'm not sure if I should be asking this, but do you have any other infatuations besides Zach you could focus on instead? I don't know if that's the proper question to ask this fairy. Actually, I do. It's a collar I got from Uriel. I see. Oh, collars. We're into that, huh? Elucid, this conversation could go nowhere, and we have other important matters to deal with. Ah, that piercing glare just put me in my place, and I love it. You just want to be dominated all over. Okay. Hey, that's your kink? I mean, okay. Some people are into that. Or should I say fairies? How about your flying pugwort, was it? There are things getting worked out as we speak, so there should be no problems. But actually, did you know there's a special blade company known as the Extra Sword? In fact, it's said if you use it on a certain ceremony, it has the ability to vanquish the powers of evil from the world. Or so the legend goes. The only catch is it takes a pair of deities to do that. But who knows? Maybe something like that could come in handy for you masters. Might be right. I was immediately sold in this game because we have a talking cat. I mean, with 2 tails. I mean, I would love to have a talking cat with 2 tails, wouldn't you? No, I don't think it's RPG Maker. It doesn't look like, it doesn't have the assets or anything like that. It doesn't look like nothing on RPG Maker. And that's speaking for me, who's made 3 of them. So no. And I assure you, my games are not jank like this. I put time and heart into it. And my first game took a year. My second game took 2.5 years, and my third one took 4.5. Granted, I took some breaks here and there, but I pretty much, put work into it. And there's voiceovers and all kind. I mean, the story's written by me 100%. And you'll have cringe here and there, but you know, I don't think I throw out cringe every 2 seconds, not like this. And the gameplay's not jank, it's solid. I did solid testing. Now the first game is rough around the edges. It's me learning the engine and stuff, but I do not think this was made in RPG Maker. It was. It's you know, in terms of, you know, I guess gameplay, it's not bad, but it doesn't give off a RPG. I mean, it could pass for an RPG Maker game, but I don't think it was made in that engine. Capcom did it with their own stuff. This is definitely a welcome bit of information, all things considered. Now, despite coming here on another matter, let's see about finding this sword while we're at it. I mean, people on the Steam store page don't even tag this as RPG Maker. As for you, Illicit, continue what else you see finding about this ceremony. Will do. Bye. Okay. As for the rest of us, let's see about finding Lars first and tracking down this extra sword after that. Okay. And every 20 seconds. Quest updated. Which I don't mind that. It's you know, Final Fantasy 13 did that. 13 did it all with data log updated constantly. Neat Ninja Nazareth Slur. Oh, thank you for the alert. I like Bugs Bunny. Oh, yeah, Crazy Cat. Well, I don't know if that was made by Kemco. I think it was. I have to look that up now. I'm curious. I think it was. I know Bugs Bunny's birthday blowout was. Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. Yeah, it was made by Kemco. So, like I said, back in the early days, Kemco was a good publisher. They did not make bad games. Today's games, though, yeah, you got to be, you know, selective and read reviews and stuff like that. These I can say Asdivine Hearts 1 is challenging. I actually turned down the difficulty to easy at a certain point because you ever play one of those games, especially with an RPG, the stupid switch gets turned on and you're just absolutely getting wrecked and you don't know no matter how much grinding you're doing, you're just getting wrecked. Because these games were originally designed to be on a cell phone game. So you have your in-app store purchases. I mean, I'll show you real quick. Like you have the shop here, and it automatically saves, and then exchange for items, place save crackers. You use these gems that you get. I got 1,420, but since this is not a on the phone, I can't. There's no way to purchase them, but you can get them in the game. That's what I've been doing. I mean, look at the look of this. That's purely gotcha. Oh, God, hiccups. I actually have an item that reveals... I will say Asdivine Hearts 2 is very well improved for the combat system. What is that item called? I used some of my gacha gems to give me a crap ton of gold. So I've got a crap ton of gold because I exchanged in the gacha gems. Treasure Hunter. No. Flight Feather. What are X-ray specs? That's it. Now we can see hidden passages. I mean, they definitely reuse assets from the old game. And now skills have a level up system. The damage is very weird in RNG though. It's like sometimes you'll do 200 points and other times you'll do 8,000 points. Asdivine Heart, they got rid in Asdivine Hearts 2, they had a limit, or no. In Asdivine Hearts 1, they had a limit break system, but they took that out in the second one. And I'm glad they did, because the limit break system was you were supposed to like do incredible amounts of damage or do some crazy stuff condition. 9 times out of 10, I didn't do that. So therefore, I would just, you know, it would just happen on a whim. And enemies could do that too. So that's what made it really, and I got party wipes occasionally because of it. It wasn't fun. So I can say as a player from the first game, I'm glad they got rid of it. And I have not had to set the difficulty on normal or easy. Well, yeah, Jazz, if you want to check out my games, even possibly, well, if you stream them, please let me know. I'd like to be able to attend and watch. But then you can play the demo, and if you like it, and if you get the full version, you can use your save file to continue your adventure. Oh, that wrecked the crap out of that dude. Ooh, a wolf jewel. I should probably heal Stella. But I'll be back here later tonight too. Well, ow, damn, that hurt. Okay. Well, damn. Oh, that's right. The sub can only use items. That's right. Okay. Yeah, and if you get killed, you lose your stuff, your SP or BG or whatever. I mean, I can still heal, right? Yes, I can. Let's heal Stella. 13,000 damage, damn. Ba-da-da. Afraid we'll do this dungeon today. Oh. Those are arrows going up. Yeah, I don't think this is RPG Maker. Camco do their own things. I don't think they would use that engine. I don't get that idea. Actually, what I need to go do real quick is change this to games and demos. I just kept it as a category for a bit until there we go. Good morning. You still up, Binary? Dang. More like good evening to you. I mean, I just got off work, so I'll be turning in a little bit. Watching Scone suffer through ghosts and goblins. Honestly, that guy doesn't have to do loop 2. If he finishes loop 1, he's got my you know. I think in any game, if you're going to do loop 2, you should do Super Ghosts and Goblins loop 2. At least you actually fight an additional boss, and you get a very satisfying ending. As awful as that game is. Well, it's not awful. It's a gem in its own right, but but it's not everyone's cup of tea. It ain't mine. I never liked that game as a kid, and I didn't like it as an adult. It's not a horrible game. I would probably treat that game as pineapple pizza. Like, not everyone likes pineapple on pizza. So that game would definitely fit that category. Ten 16. Oh, 10 was it 10 o'clock there? Well, you were up all night. What does this do? Oh, no. Well, how the hell are you supposed to... Well, how am I supposed to be able to do that with just 2 blocks of ice? That don't make any sense, because you gotta slide on the floor. Oh, that's right, and that's another good saving grace by Asdivine Hearts. It's one of those RPGs that when you level up, you do get all your SP and HP, all that stuff restored. I do like that. I mean, I think it's awesome when a game does that, personally. It's like a second wind that you get. Yeah, I wish I liked Hawaiian pizza. I mean, no I don't. Come on. How do you do this? Yeah, you can't go... There's no way to manipulate this. Well, screw it. I ain't gonna worry about it. Wait, unless there's... Oh, X-ray. Let me go to the X-rays again. No? Yeah, trust level's not high enough, so we can't squeeze through the hole. Strength Joel plus 8. Oh, well, I overkilled that sucker. I like the little cute thing hiding in the background. That's adorable. I just now noticed that. Yeah, and spells can do crits too. I like that. You don't see that very often in games. Ow, that hurt! Dang, what the fudge? So there's that. My favorite pizza toppings, pepperoni gyro. Ooh, what kind of gyro meat? Oh, I don't like pineapple at all. It's just disgusting. Ow, I got acupuncture treatment. And how much? Oh, that did hurt. So let's heal up. No. Okay. Let's see. We can't go that way, so we have to go down and around. Okay, so we're coming up to a boss. All right. I mean, that's the screen's boss right there. We have to get to it first, though. Oh, never mind. Okay, this is halfway through the maze. Okay. What's gyro meat exactly? Is that beef? Like roast beef, salami? I mean, gyros can have anything. Final Fantasy. Euro? Yeah, I know. I always say gyro. I know it's Euro. Bum, 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 bum. I actually thought about really close to cashing in, making Scone do the swordless run, but I was like, nah, I'll do something simple. I mean, that's a fair shake. That's actually a community challenge I plan to do myself down the road. I love Super Castlevania 4, so doing whip only would be very fun. But I'm waiting for Mega Man not Mega Man Maker, Mega Man X8 hit a certain threshold before I throw it in there. Oh, and that's the Master Quest. That's part 2. Cause I saw the skull. So yeah, as soon as Mega Man X8 gets it to 50,000 or higher, I'll add that as a challenge. I have a feeling it'll be a while before that happens. It's only at 16,000 points. Unless there's some people who really just don't like Mega Man X8, or they don't want to see me suffer, and they're just like, you know what, CJ? We're going to spare you. You don't have to play it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Isn't that Lars? Aha! You know, ugh. Just shut up. I can't. I don't speak monster. I can't die here. Lars! What are y'all doing here? Talk later. Lead this monster to us. Wow. They look like mushrooms with spikes on their head holding spears. Very unique enemy design, I will say. You know what? We could do a limit break here. Actually, no. I want somebody does guaranteed poison and status alignments, because some status effects tend to stick a lot in this game series. Let's do that. So hold on. Back. He's got a buff I want to use. Full throttle. Yeah, we want to put buffs on our characters. Alright. How hard do you hit? Not that bad so far. Oh, they can buff too, huh? Nice. Induces poison per out. Yep, there you go. Bosses. Okay, let's go. Take that. Hopefully that does something. You asked me about what... Okay, Ralphie. Ralphie from... Christmas Story? Well, I said, I'm sorry, I said Euro instead of I'm sorry, I said Gyro instead of Euro. You'll come to learn I pronounce things very wrong all the time. My bad. The status I don't know what that damn it, I forget what that status effect is. They have odd icons for status effects. Like poison's not the same status effect. Bosses battles also tend to drag way longer than they should. There we go. Yeah, if you don't use abilities for your sub partner, they combine better. She got the same move, so we'll do it again. We'll throw that support in. Oh wow, that hits a lot of damage. interesting ability. I'm gonna use the same ability again. If it's gonna wreck, I'm gonna use it. One in Rome. Yeah, he's out. Oh man, no. That's not good. Great, these things go boom. We don't need that. I think we've got some to restore. Oh, yep, there you go, right there. I bought plenty of those, but I'm only using. That was the problem with the first Asdivine hearts. Oh, here we go. Sure. I got plenty of stones. That's fine. I hate fights like that, though. Oh, look. I'm going to blow up and destroy everyone. Game over. I hate fights like that. I really do. I get the challenge and the timing of that, but I remember when I played. There was no self-destruct in that one, but I didn't do the post content. But was it Bravely Default? That was called. Had a hidden boss called the Adventurer and his pet companion, but and there was no HP bars. You had to kill them. You had to estimate the damage and stuff and kill them both at the same time. If you didn't, the other partner would revive the other one back up to full health and rinse and repeat. So you had to kind of time it, and what made that fight even really challenging is you had to kind of gauge how much points of damage you were doing because there was no health bar for the bosses. I never personally did it. I watched a video of it, and I'm just like, holy crap, that's... Whoa. After you said fudge. Oh, yeah, I say fudge all the time. Pep hands. Huh? Oh. Oh, fudge. Yeah. Oh, fudge. Okay, you were making a reference to Christmas tree. Get out of here. Okay. You keep that up, Binary. You'll shoot your eye out. I do not watch that movie rarely ever anymore because every year for Christmas, TPS still does. We're going to play this for 24 hours. Oh, great movie, classic, but hey, everybody in chat, make sure you drink your Ovaltine. All right. Zach asked you a question, so answer him. Don't give me orders, Smurf. Smurf, if you looked in the mirror lately, you're ill. And if you haven't noticed, I've grown since the last time I saw your mug. Oh, I think this is her brother, if I remember correctly. Yeah, right. I don't see any difference. Well, yeah, maybe I need to get out the ruler to show you how a whole centimeter I've grown then. You know, just because you've grown bigger doesn't mean you've matured in the head, Uriel. I've grown too. And you spelled 2 wrong. Yeah, I'm sure Battletoads. I mean, I don't think Battletoads is anyone's favorite. And the retro streamers say, I love Battletoads. I badged it. I'm like, okay. Will you two quit huffing and puffing already? That's right. Fighting over nothing more than a few ticks on a stick. I like that. You came here looking for me, huh? And I hate to tell you, I don't have a useful mission for you. Even if it did, probably be something you already knew about already. But you still live with Luna, right? And you could tell us more better than nothing. Can I just say I did everything for you? As pathetic as it sounds, I don't know what's happened. What's going on? I don't need your help with this. This time, I'm going to resolve things myself. That's not going to work for us because her influence has begun infecting Celine. Celine, too. That's why we couldn't stay in Asdivine and pray for things to sort themselves out. You know? Celine's our companion. We care. Oh, that's right. Celine's got amnesia. It's all coming back to me. It's been 2 months since we've played this. And then there's Luna who helped us 2 years ago, and we also helped Rep Gratitude too. Fine, you do your thing, I'll do mine. In short, if you tend to join me or help whatever, that's your own choice. Slap you silly. So what does everyone think? Personally, I think we should tag along with Lars for a while. As for why I'm here in these rooms, I'm looking for a sword to dispel evil. Guessing a weapon that might be useful is dealing with Luna's predicament. Go figure. We're thinking the same thing too. What? We received similar information from one of our servants. I assume you know about the ceremony? No. Well, first things first. Let's find the thing that this sword... Well, first things first. And that's finding the sword. Now, actually, speaking of Lars, one thing I wanted to make clear to you. In case we return to Asdivine in our time here, we can't take you back with us. But in case something that does happen, we'll create a special room for you to wait until we return. That's why we're concerning your mother. You don't need to tell me, I already know. Then we'll leave it at that. Actually, I've got something to say to you myself. That is, I'm not going to help you in battle. You know what? Since this game is kind of jank, I'm going to give that the tag jank. I mean, it is an anime game. Just for this session. I'm technically joshing. Oh, I know you're joshing. I know you're totally joshing. Because who in their right mind would say, I like Battletoads? That's like saying, I like putting my hand in a corridor and slamming it. Now, granted, that game isn't jank. It's a gem, I think, ahead of its own time. But it's incredibly challenging and incredibly difficult. So, to one to say they really enjoy it, that's like saying I really like super hard games and just, yeah. No. To protect your own hides. Same goes for you. Ha 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 ha. How about we go play things here just in case? We'll see. Lars joined the party, however, he cannot participate in battle. Ah, booty. One of my favorite Christmas movies is Almost Christmas. That's a funny movie. And Jingle All the Way. Put the cookie down now. It's turbo time. I like that movie. What's y'all's favorite Christmas movies? And if you say Die Hard, I'm just going to ignore you. Yeah. Yeah. he has a revive, 50%. Oh, cool. I hope we don't run any more bosses like that. That just, you know what? I'm about to die. Let's blow up and do bazillion points of damage. But yeah, I'll be back here. Well, I'm either gonna be playing World of Final Fantasy tonight. Well, definitely playing that no matter what. But me and 8-Bit Sean are gonna do a collaboration together. He redeemed Splatterhouse 3, and I believe he is going. Normally, I do retro redeems on Wednesday, but to catch up, we're gonna do one since I'm off tonight for work, taking a vacation day. We're gonna do a little extra bullshit bonus, and I'm playing Splatterhouse 3 for the Sega Genesis. Yeah, it's a good game. That's what we call the hardest games ever. I'd rather play Holy Diver. I mean, that game is jank as and its problems that it has on its own. I think it's honestly, I hate to say it, I think Holy Diver. I actually enjoyed Holy Diver at certain points. I mean, it's all muscle memory where and it has unlimited continues. I think that's the one saving grace I can say about Holy Diver. It has unlimited continues. Battletoads does not, and Battletoads is even harder when you play co-op. And Holy Diver does not have enemies that one-shot your ass and kill you, and other things that don't kill you. It's kind of like Dragon Slayer for the NES. Like certain things kill you instantly, and then other things don't. I mean, I guess the stage 4 boss pretty much almost one-shots you. But, you know, it's not a traditional one-shot from a bullet, so. Yeah, Gremlins, I guess, could be considered a Christmas movie. I've heard rumors they might remake that, but I don't know. Again, how do you get that chest? Where is that sticky? There is X-ray specs. Excuse me, I yawn. You can't get to that. And I see torches blocking us, so. It's not important. Whoa, now that is a map. That seems sloppily made. Alright, left or right? Let's go right. I like Metal Smash. It really wrecks. I'm hoping Stella's going to learn some more skills and abilities. No, they hardly hit. Yeah. I mean, it's themed around Christmas, so. Whereas a movie like Die Hard is not. It takes place during Christmas, but it's not about Christmas. So, in a sense, yeah, I can see Gremlin meeting the requirements of Christmas. Gizmo Caca! The Gremlins NES game is pretty tough, too. But Sunsoft games have always been known to be notoriously difficult. Nah, well, I won't say notorious, but up in that area. And most are pretty darn good, except for Fester's Quest. And Blaster Master's a gem. So this takes us one of two ways, huh? Sorry. A morning stream. I have been up at work all night, so you know. I'm a little tired. I'm not tired next week. I'll do Asdivine Hearts again. This is an unplanned stream, so welcome on in, people. Oh, wasted once. I'll take it. Haxel, yeah, wee, yeeted, yeah. I love everything about that movie. Do you know the three? You know the 3 rules to Gremlins? Without looking it up, of course. A partner jewel. What does that do? Damage received is reduced between. Ah, okay. Well, it's too early to be yawning. Well, almost too early. Now that rock spell really hits. Those are cool looking dragons. No eating after midnight, no getting wet, no exposure to sunlight. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. I feed a gremlin after midnight. They are so adorable looking. Come here. Come here. Come here, Will. There's my boy. Speaking of adorable, there's my boy. There you go. Oh, that's your baby. You know, I saw 3 kittens last night at work. They were feral strays. They wouldn't let me approach them, but you know what? I was immediately reminded of you. Because you were from a litter of strays, but you wanted a home. Uh-huh. You gonna lay back like that? You bum? What? I swear, animals are just unique. I mean, I'm barely holding him. He's like, I don't give a shit. You good cat. Yes, you are. I wish you would use your freaking bed more often so you could be the star of the show. Oh, what? Yeah, I know. I love you too. I can't see the game, you boob. He's my boy. I haven't seen the movie in a while. I haven't seen the movie in a while either. I mean, I love both the Gremlin movies. They're both good. I'm just gonna level that Smasher spell. That spell wrecks. Look at that. Everyone one-shotted. I like that. Can we have that happen more often? I mean, this game is jank in its own way, but it does also give you a retry feature and no punishment for it. I know you don't like this chair, Cat. It's smaller, I know. My old chair broke, eventually went out, so... Which sucks, because I love that chair. The bottom part of it won't, you know, lift up anymore, so... There'll always be midnight somewhere. And then they made the one gremlin be able to talk all civilized. Please, my dear. Let's be civilized. It's a bummer that movie they never made a third one. Speaking of movies they never made enough of, even though this will be the last one, you know it will be. The new Indiana Jones movie. It's weird, like, I know Jazz, I know Please mentioned this earlier, about Stella and the baton. In the first game, she had a whip. She don't use it no more in this one. Yeah, I can't fit through any of these extra things because, like, you're supposed to work on the person's relationship and or bond, I guess. And the more you're able to do that, you're able to like do these secret stuff. But I already beat the main game, and did all the choices right and everything. But yeah, I guess you gotta do more to unlock stuff. Ooh, that's a metal enemy. You definitely want to kill that. That's like your metal babbles, like in Dragon Quest. No, it fled. Oh well. You know what? I'm going to say it's Felix. I like the kitty. That's a knockoff behemoth if I ever saw one. Wonder Buster? That's an interesting name for a foe. I'm gonna stick with that metal spell. That spell freaking wrecks. Trilogy, really? Well, I think the problem with that, well, the fourth one wasn't good. I think the problem with that film is they waited too long to make the next movie. Because all three are great. I personally think when it comes to Star Wars, it was cool they did 1, 2, and 3 afterwards, but after they made the 6 movies, they didn't need to make a 7, 8, or 9. That was unneeded. Well, you know, let me do this real quick. That way he's sitting there right now. There you go. He's not using his bed, which is what the focus of that is supposed to be, but... But for an RPG, I would I recommend the Asdivine series. I don't know about the other ones after this because it's a whole different story. I can't say if it will be. I have one of the Asdivine games, but it's Asdivine something, but it's not Hearts. So, would I recommend these 2 games, Asdivine Hearts 1 and 2? Absolutely, because I mean, if you're looking for a game that has a good story. Absolutely. This game, it has a cute story. It's got its seriousness. It's got its derp. It's very well written. I mean, it takes some comedy ideas that I had in my game. I mean, I think that every character is unique and special. They all have personalities. So I will say, even though regardless this is a Kemco game, they do a wonderful job in making character development. So props to Kemco for that at least. I will give them that much. It's kind of like with LJN. We know LJN is infamously bad for many games, but every once in a while they actually make a decent game. Like Beetlejuice, ain't that bad of a game. Major League Baseball, which is one game I actually own physically, is a decent sports game. And I didn't know at the time until I actually looked at it. I'm like, holy crap, this game was actually made by made by LJN. Disney trilogy is great. Yeah. Yeah, I think that Disney just disregarded it. The number 7 wasn't bad. I was sad they killed off Han Solo, but honestly, I think Harrison Ford's like, I don't want to be a part of it. And then 8 and 9, they just made it as woke as heck as it could be. And I was like, really? You got to go the political route and just make... And that's what ruined it for 8 and 9 for me. So, 7 was okay. They didn't taint it too hard, and it was an okay movie. 8 and 9 was... Now, despite Disney having control of the Star Wars franchise, The Mandalorian and Boba Fett, excellent. I think they're done by different writers, and they don't involve that bullcrap with it. We're at a boss. So let's go say... We're going to take this boss out, and we'll probably call it a stream afterwards. Why do I get a feeling... Why do I get a bad feeling about what's up ahead? Leaving's always an option. Then again, sitting here isn't going to help us. At least, and that's a cool thing. Like in terms of design, it gives you a warning you're about to fight a boss every time. I like that the first game did that too. And there was always usually a restore point. Felix, no, he's not a... No. Felix is not a black cat. He's some weird cougar with a cat with 2 tails. But he's still... With 2 colored eyes. With a wonderful personality. I would love to have Felix as a cat. Yeah, I know what you're making a reference to, Binary. Felix the cat. That's one retro game I've never actually played. What sort of political? Yeah, but it didn't rub it in your face. Like they did with the 7, 8, and 9. Well, more 8 and 9. So. I hate when shows and movies do that and they just ruin it. I mean, I'm not into talking political talk, but you know it's out there and it's a shame. I mean, I don't mind representation if they do representation right, as long as it doesn't ruin the lore of shows and stuff. Fine, do it. I mean, Last of Us is a perfect example. It was hit or miss. Knew I had a bad feeling about this. Stay close, everybody. Luna! Power, power, power! She's got some creepy ass eyes. She appears also said, anybody got a plan? I need more power! Luna! Luna! If you don't like me anymore and want me to leave, I'll disappear and you'll never hear from me again. All I'm asking you is to please come back. I mean, the Ariel movie, the Little Mermaid movie, I'm not going to go see it. Because they pulled the representation card. I'm like, why? Why would you do that? Don't make yourself suffer anymore. No. No, I. Luna! And she runs. Large you. Oh no! More of these guys. We appear to be surrounded. Ads? I'm sorry. Cutscene. I'll hold off for a second. I'll hold off for a second. These monsters. Ad still going? These monsters must have been attracted to Luna's magic, which means deal them first. You focus on the ones, I'll deal with this one. Yeah. 3 advertise. Yeah, I have it set for the minimum, like the not minimum, but just slightly above. I don't have it maxed out to like. Is my eliminate bar at full? It is. And these don't look like they're gonna self-destruct, so. Welcome back, binary. So why'd you pick 11111 for the end of your name? Because it's binary. You know, you could have done the whole 01011011101110111011110. I did. Lagoon's one of them. I mean, it's not the best game out there. It's got its flaws. But for a Zelda clone, it ain't bad. Ultra new spell. Column attacks, burst of plasma. Oh, okay. Man, that spell freaking wrecks, dude. I really like the Metal Smasher. Stella hits harder with it because she has more of a magical spell potency. Damn, does that hit hard. Oh, they're unparalyzed anymore. Oh no! Nice, critical. Can we not gang up on the same person? I appreciate that. I should heal them up. Wanted at least F111111, but I did it because I really want someone that has fighting. Ah, okay. That works. Ow! Speaking of ones, that hurt. You're out. Oh, that didn't hit that hard. There's also one of the few RPGs that the life and stuff and your stats are on top. This metal smash it up, baby. I remember when what class was it? Data processing, I think it was called in college. We actually had to learn how to add and subtract in binary. It was interesting to say the least. We also learned division. It was tough for the later calculations. Something I never really used after I graduated from college, but you know. It was there. Doom Jewel. No. Lars, I was wondering what you meant just now. About what you said to Luna. But if she didn't like you anymore, you wanted to leave. There's something you're not telling us, isn't there? Spit it out! What happened between you and Luna? That's between the two of us. Keep your nose out of our business. Damn. Wait! Let him go. Trying to press him now won't yield any answers. But since we'll be traveling together for a while, I think it's best we keep our eyes peeled instead. But let's go ourselves, Uriel. Okay. Wrap this cutscene up real quick. That's what we're after? Exorcist sword. It's a key item. Is this really it? For having such a great sounding name, it looks pretty plain. Also, too, I aren't gonna see the. If they didn't do the whole woke thing, I probably would have seen it. Because. No. I heard. Well, I know they didn't, like, do the political thing with Mulan, but I heard Mulan was really bad. A lot of people tell me it wasn't that good, the live action one. I didn't see it because there's no Mushu. I might see it someday, but that's my reason not seeing it. It looks pretty plain, doesn't it? Don't copy me. Who's copying who, Smurf? That's my line, Campy. I got a centimeter over you. Huh? Well, I'm a girl, and I'm close to the average. Oh, the writing in this game. But you're a boy. It should be much taller than you are. Do you have the growth independent or something? Not all guys could be 6 feet tall, okay? Oh my God, these two. What are those two fighting about? I'm thinking about it's a waste of time. In fact, we should settle this now. Over once in a while, who stands above who? Guys, we're in the middle of a dungeon. Do we have to really fight? Hey, good morning, Trigger. How you doing? Couldn't have put it better. Can it, you two? Oh my gosh. Tee-hee. Is that lucid? Oh, you stepped on me, baby. Huff, huff. This time I got something really good from you, Uriel. Oh, you know that's not helping. This fairy has a fetish for this kind of thing. What is this gross bug? She's not a bug. She's a fairy. One of Felix's naughtiest servants. So why does she enjoy getting jumped on? That's because what? That was one of those freaks who take pleasure in pain. Yeah, a fairy into S&M. Don't like that at all, Zach. I actually don't like pain. I like being stimulated by the power of love. You call that love? You all right in the head? The more pain, the sweeter it is. So being crushed beneath someone's soul, both mentally and physically, is pure bliss. What the hell is wrong with this Navi? Oh man, severe. Yeah, we had a tornado warning here the other day. I know there was some in what, Texas? They got hit hard with some. This is a 4 above. Only race swapping I'm okay with if you remake the Western movies. Well, yeah. As long as they don't, like I said, they don't break the lore, then I'm okay with it, binary. I'm going to guess, is that where you're from, Trigger? I saw on the news, we got some nasty weather over here. It traveled from Texas to over here. We had a few tornadoes, but none in my area. Because behind all is the compassionate love for wishing it out. I mean, what's the point of hurting someone if you don't intend to strengthen the bonds between you two? Yeah, I love you, Punch! Can I say freaky? Yeah, that's freaky deaky. In fact, the pain from both the Shadow Deity and your ooze with love for me. I wish this game was voiceovered. It's brilliantly well written. I figure at least you two would know that, Zach. I guess I must have missed a lesson in school. No, please don't say anymore. I know it's not your fault. Short, it was unintentional, wasn't it? If it wasn't, you wouldn't have been able to give me such pleasure with that hard stomp of yours. My brain just... Well, it's a live-action movie, that's why. Now, the one live-action movie I really liked, despite them changing the ending, which is the better ending in my opinion, was Jungle Book. I like the live-action Jungle Book. I really enjoyed it. I'm curious if I ever do a live-action Robin Hood movie. But I'd want to see them do it with the animals, like CGI kind of thing. Mommy! I didn't realize you had such a fetish, Zach. I don't! Now cut the crap and let's get out. Let's get to why we're here. Can't you see it's getting late? That's your command. After showing me I was able to find out the details. All you need to do is perform it. All you need to do is perform it in Numa Shrine, wherever the continent is supposed to be. Before that, you'll need that sword. A number of offerings that are with it. Offerings. Nothing strange like human sacrifice that you're thinking. Basically, fruit or something like that will fit the bill. That's a relief to hear. It's just a collector's offering. You need to visit a few out-of-the-way places, and you do not know where the shrine is. Yay, fetch questing, but main story-wise. No, not yet. Then we'll work on collecting to find the shrine and leave collecting those offerings to you. That works for me. Bye now. Finish you later. That elusive is is as strange as they come. I'm starting to wonder if she has dual personality. That would be scary. Well, at least she's serious when it comes to her job. A bit only when it comes to her job. Now, about finding this shrine, at least it'd be best to talk to Alyssa and find out first. You're probably right. Asking someone from this world is likely the fastest way to find out most anything. Alyssa? Our friend, she should be in Isra Port. In that case, let's head there. Who do you put in charge? Not you, Smurf. You're right, I didn't You're right, I didn't, Campy. You two, that's enough. Well, we don't need to be here anymore. So let's use our exit feather. All right. So the next time I pick this up, we managed to track down both Lars and the extra sword. Next step is to head back to Azarport and ask Alyssa about how we can find the Numa Shrine. That's another good thing about Asdivine Hearts 1 and 2. It has a really good quest log, so it does hold your hand, but hey, I like a quest log that tells you, hey, especially if you had to put an RPG down for a while and you got to pick it back up, which was a mistake I had in Golden Sun, is where the heck do I go? So, yeah, so Asdivine Hearts, this is the post-endgame content, so if you want to see this whole playthrough, which is completely up, I do invite you to visit my YouTube page. The entire thing is up there. Just look for Asdivine Hearts 2. Other M did a recap. Oh, I liked Other M. So did Final Fantasy. Well, I didn't really like Other M that much. I didn't like the gameplay. The story, like, oh, they made Samus so emotional. That didn't bother me so much. It was, they gave her a personality. Okay, cool. They reached out. The gameplay is what I didn't like. If I could use an actual controller with it, I would have probably played that game all the way through and beaten it. My biggest problem was half the time it didn't register me flipping my remote and all that happy stuff. So that was my problem with Other M. I don't like the live action Lion King. They made a bunch of scenes out of that version. And they called him Mr. Pig. They took that out too. The songs they did a good job on, I think. But that's about it. Yeah, I prefer the original Lion King over that. I really do. I didn't say it was good. I was just saying. Oh, I know. I'm just saying, to me it wasn't good. But the recap thing was cool too. Final Fantasy 13-2 also did that, which was really cool. Well, I know you guys are really into retro streamers, and he does the streaming thing in the morning, and we actually have people on here. Let's go surprise Bitterman. We've got a few people in here, enough to do a raid, I'm hoping. It says we got 4 in here. Can we do it with 4? Come on. Oh, there we go. Good. I'm happy about that. I don't like raiding with 2 or 1. That's just so silly to do. Binary Man, thanks for hanging out. And keeping the conversation going. It was nice to have a couple people in here. It was a surprise stream, so I didn't expect it's not on my schedule. I rarely ever do that. Jazz, please, thanks for the hangout. Trigger Happy, I'm sorry about the weather. I hope work goes well with you. I will be back here later tonight. There's going to be 1 or 2 different things, or both happening. World of Final Fantasy is definitely on the plate. It's going to probably occur around 8 o'clock tonight. Or I'm going to be going with 8-Bit Sean, and we're going to play his Retro Redeem of Splatterhouse 3 for the Sega Genesis. So tune in with us. We're going to be both on voice chat. So interact with us. It's going to be a special collab stream. So that will be for the Retro Redemption. And I only have 1 Retro Redemption left, and that's it. And that's Tales of Eternia, I think, for PS1. So unless someone catches a Retro Redeem before then, we'll play 2 hours of that before going back to the other game. Good night. Good luck. GLH. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Let's go say hi to Biddle Man, and I will catch you guys later tonight. See ya.
A good smile.